Hey guys, and welcome to my second part of the Evil Genius Revisited series I'm doing here. As you can see, we've already got our base set up, and right now I'm just kind of playing around with some of the stuff that you can do. I'm actually already starting kind of to question whether my base was set up appropriately or not, which it's okay, I guess, but I think I made my control room a little bit too small, because it's definitely going to need to be bigger later on in the game. So I saved a little bit of extra space here, and I also saved space below the training room here as well. And as you can see, my population can get up to about 21, so I'm going to go ahead and increase that. What I'm trying to go for with all this kind of these rooms packed together with a limited amount of corridors is I really want to give as much space as I can, because you know the space can become very limited in the game, and especially when you've only got this one area you can build in, you really don't want to waste any of it. So probably one of the major parts of it being a base builder. Oh sweet, task complete. Ah yes, the interrogation chair. Now we get to see some interesting things happen. Yeah, video. I'm actually, everything's going kind of slow right now just because I have so few workers, but hopefully that's going to speed up after a little bit of time, because I'm really ready to get going. I especially want to show y'all some of the more interesting parts of the game rather than just all this building I'm doing right now. So, yeah. Not much I can do right now. It's all up to my workers, however fast they decide to go. Yep. Just waiting on the workers. Well, let me go ahead and just build this room a little bit bigger. Yeah, why not? Got a shit ton of other stuff to do anyway. Look at my little line of ants here. Yes, scurry, people scurry. Yes. I love it. It's just like a little line of people. It's a minimal amount of money, isn't it? Such a big, strong room for such small money. Look at me down there. Just doing nothing. Talking with my German accent. Exciting. Well. Oh! No, yeah, no, not interesting. It'd be fun to have like a little mini game while you wait for everything to get built. Or if they started you out with a little bit more money, so then I could just start throwing my money into random things. I guess I'll go ahead and interrogate this maid while I'm sitting here. I'll come back to that a little later. Look at her just sitting in there, all sad. I'm still kind of curious as to why there's a maid on this island. She just chose the wrong island to go to. This isn't Tahiti. Look at this guy. He killed somebody and just walking around with a body bag all the way up there. Look at that. 3 or 4 bodies. Sweet. You're about to blow that room up. Let's get building. Faster! Faster, I say! What do I pay you for? Have you ever actually just sit there and watch these? What the hell? I completely forgot about that. They do some really weird Michael Jackson dance. As if that's really supposed to beat the information out of these people. How the hell does he do that? Look at that. That's impressive. It looks like the interrogation's done. Look, I think he's about to do the Vulcan mind meld. Yep. What the? That's a nifty skill. You just, like, kill somebody and take on their form. So my minions are also shapeshifters. That's convenient. And I don't have to pay them double for that either. Let's get some guns in this bitch.
As well as being a cash can.
Finally, now that I've interrogated that maid, I can build food for my people. And aside from just the mess hall, I can also build the staff room and the training room. I hate how expensive that mess hall counter is, and aside from the fact that you can use it as an interrogation device, I really never saw the usage of it. As far as I can remember anyway, I could be wrong. Alright, so let's place that here. It should be fine, I guess. Make it a little bit bigger on the top there. I think I'm actually going to connect it too. I'll go ahead and add some stuff in here. I kind of always wanted to go by the idea of just build 2 of each thing in the beginning when it comes to training. You don't need to train too fast, in my opinion. Again, I would probably have to get a little bit further in this tutorial before I would need to train that fast. But what I'll do is I'll actually build a corridor to connect this room to the other corridor. And see there, I actually left some space for the freezer room as well. You know, when it doesn't have a door on it, it doesn't look that cold in the freezer room. As a matter of fact, I've noticed that they're not putting the bodies on the rack. Okay, well, no, I'll play a little bit further, kill a few more people before I make a judgment on that one, because I don't see them putting it on there. I wonder if it's because I left the door open. That would seem like an extreme point of detail there. But then again, I've also never left the door of the freezer open, so I guess it'll just be like my kitchen. Also, something incredibly disturbing, if any of y'all continue watching, those body bags slowly disappear. You have a mess hall, yet there's no food on the island, yet those body bags disappear. Now, I'm not saying anything's for certain, but just you know, let that stay as a little food for thought. Okay. I really want to increase my counter, but I'm not going to. I see no reason to spend money on something I'm going to get for free. I'm going to send Jubei, I think. Well, let me go ahead and just steal these library blueprints, I think. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. So I can get the library. You use it to make your minions smarter so they can maintain their intelligence, I guess. Because if it gets down to 0, they won't move. And I'll send Jubei to Europe. Let him do that. Steal me some money. Just because I'm actually getting kind of low. Yep. Just more waiting. I'm actually kind of sad that my the amount of minions I have is minimal right now, because there's actually a lot less to do when you don't have minions, because at least you can watch them in their crazy little ways and all the stuff they do, which makes it a little bit more interesting. And I guess I'll just watch my little stubby-legged German avatar here walk around. Yes, look at him. His little toes. Yes, interesting. As you can see, I'm just kind of waiting right now. There's really not much to do at this point in time. Again, this is still so early in the game that there's not much you can really do. So it's just a matter of kind of saving space at the beginning for me. I should have built my barracks bigger, but I didn't. I don't think I'm going to need to make my strong room any bigger, but you know, And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start that mission. Yeah. Go ahead and get them on the way while I'm talking. But, I think it's important, you know, make sure you manage that space, like I said. And the freezer room, as you start getting attacked more, you're going to need it to be a little bit bigger. And with the control room, it definitely needs to get bigger. And the barracks undoubtedly needs to get bigger. Because the barracks gets to a point where you can hold up to, I think, 100 minions, and it fills, like, just that space in the barracks fills up so fast. I think eventually later in the game you get heavy lockers. So, right here I'm actually looking at a screen that you can use to kind of just look at the finite details that aren't usually, or the minute details that usually aren't noticeable, just about like minions and enemies killed and how much money you're making, how much you've made, how much you've spent, blah 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 blah. But anyway, I guess I'll just keep looking around my base until something happens. Oh, look, the hotel hub. Yeah, that's actually something. If I had the money, because look, I'm about to show you how much these things cost. Look at that, $80,000, $40,000, $40,000. Needless to say, I don't have the money for that right now. But hopefully, once I start making more money as the game progresses, I can really show y'all probably how important hotels can be. Because if I remember correctly, you can actually make money off of them. And I was actually kind of doing a practice game before I got onto this one on my laptop where I was actually playing a game to remind myself of how this game plays out. God, this mission's taking forever. And I did much better on the my other game that I was playing. Because this one I feel like I've messed up in a few places. I've spent a little bit too much money. I'm not exactly sure how I spent so much money. And that kind of weird. Look at that. His stats are going up and all he's doing is sitting there, not feeling good, flipping a paddle. Impressive. Yes, go construct my base for me, you fool. You know what I never understood? Look at this guy. Look at that little chef hat he's got. Now, something I never really understand in this game. How do these minions get paid? Like, if you don't increase the counter, God, I have so little money. But if you don't increase the counter, they, you know, they stay. Like, they will lose loyalty and sometimes desert you, especially as your population gets bigger. And I really don't know how to increase loyalty aside from shooting them in the head. Because your avatar can do that. He can just go kill one to increase loyalty. But, like, how do they get paid? What's the retirement plan of being an evil minion? Do they have a 401k? Do they have health insurance? Are there benefits of any kind? Do their families have benefits? I mean, come on. What's the use here? And here you can see that I've got, you know, I'm looking at the 3 missions for the capture guard. I'm going to go ahead and get a guard. And there's also one for a technician, which is definitely something I'm going to need. Oh, look at this. People on my island just kind of creeping around. Of course, the Americans would send the blue-clad woman with her tits hanging out. That's how we roll. America. And here I am again. Doing nothing important whatsoever. God, this mission's still going on? Oh, Jesus. Alright, anyway. I wish I could see it if I had a little bit more money. Oh, look, another mission. And there's my workers, just kind of chilling. You know. Wonder what they're doing, what they're thinking about. Awesome. Okay, we got the blueprints, so y'all can come back home. Actually, I think I'll put y'all there. And on that note, this has been the second episode of the Evil Genius Revisited series I'm doing. This has been Commissar Bro. If you like what you see, please subscribe, please like, let me know what I need to do, or if there's any suggestions you have or any games you'd like me to play. And I'll see y'all later. Thanks. Good night.